Okay. So, after long days, I have been taking your class again. I feel you remember that last day when I had taken your class, it was 100 races 2. We have not completed 100 races 2. So, the last part it's still left. Okay, 100 races 2. Let open the book. Page number 75, where today we will start from page number 77 of 100 races 2. We completed the first two part of 100 races. We saw that both Peggy and Maddie, that is Madeline, they went to meet or they went to ask for forgiveness to Wanda Petronsky, but when they reached to their house, they found that Wanda had already left their town. So, after going there, they could not meet with Wanda Petronsky, though especially Maddie wanted to ask for forgiveness to Wanda Petronsky and wanted to say her that how great artist she was, but she did not have that chance. Now, Wanda also, not Wanda, Peggy also had taken the oath that from next time she would protest anybody if anyone wants to humiliate, if anybody wants to insult others, and for doing so, if he had to snap the friendship with Peggy, then also she was ready for this. Now, let us start from page number 77 today. I hope that the book First Flight is available with you. So, open at page number 77. Here we will start the last part of 100 races 2. On Saturday, Maddie spent the afternoon with Peggy. They were writing a letter to Wanda Petronsky. As they could not meet with Wanda Petronsky, so they decided that they must write a letter to Wanda Petronsky and ask for her forgiveness. It was just a friendly letter telling about the contest and telling Wanda she had won. Actually, we know, I feel you all remember all this, that when the result of that contest had come out, since that day onwards, Wanda Petronsky did not come to the school, and Wanda did not know that she had won that competition. Peggy and Maddie, they went to Bogin site where Wanda used to live, but they failed to find her because Wanda with her family members had left the town. So, Peggy and Maddie, they decided that they would write a letter to Wanda, just giving the information that you had won the competition. That is why it is stated that it was just a friendly letter that they were writing, that Peggy and Maddie were writing, and telling about the contest and telling Wanda that she had won. They told her how pretty her drawings were. In the letter, they had written that how beautiful her drawings were, and they asked if she liked where she was living and if she liked her new teacher. And like a friend, they are asking to Wanda Petronsky that you have left our school, but asked Wanda that where you are living at present, whether you like that new place or whether you liked your new teacher in your school. Actually, they wanted to know from Wanda. They had meant to say they were sorry, and really they were asking for forgiveness. They wanted to mean to Wanda Petrosky that they were sorry what they had done. But it ended up with their just writing a friendly letter, the kind they would have written to any good friend, and they signed it with a lot of X's for love. Okay, that they signed that XXX for love. Okay, and here what actually why they had written this letter, the question may come that we know that as Wanda had left the school, both Maddie and Peggy, they were suffering from the pangs of conscience. Means they were very much regretting that what they had done, though their teacher realized that the students what they had done with Wanda Petrosky, they did not do it intentionally, but Wanda was so much insulted, so much harassed that Wanda's father had taken her had withdrawn her, his daughter from that school. That is why actually Peggy and Maddie, they were telling that they were so much regretting for her, and because of that regretful feeling they went to meet with Wanda Petrosky if they could ask for forgiveness to her, but unfortunately they could not meet her, and that is the reason that they were writing this letter and they were giving lots of love to Wanda. They mailed the letter to Bogin sites, writing please forward on the envelope, and the question is they do not know that where Wanda had gone, they do not know the Wanda's new address, so they had mailed the letter to the address of Bogin site where Wanda used to live earlier, and in that letter they had written please forward, means whoever would get the letter in the Bogin site, whoever would receive the letter in Bogin site on behalf of Wanda Petrosky, then it is requested to that person that you must forward this, or you should forward this letter to Wanda Petrosky that they had written. Days passed and there was no answer, but the letter did not come back, so maybe Wanda had received it. So after dispatching this letter, both Peggy and Maddie, they were waiting for a reply. They were so much they were getting impatient, they were asking for the answer, they were waiting for the answer, they were hoping that Wanda would actually send the answer to them, answer to this letter that had been written to her, but days passed and they did not get any answer. On the other hand, it is also true that the letter did not return, means Wanda may have received it. Perhaps she was so hurt and angry, she was not going to answer. You could not blame her, and they realized that probably Wanda had received the letter, but as Wanda was so much hurt, as Wanda was so much angry, probably Wanda was so much angry with them, and that is the reason that Wanda is not replying to them. But it is true, they thought that probably Wanda might have received the letter. Weeks went by and still Wanda did not answer. So still they were waiting for any reply from Wanda. But weeks went by, days passed, now weeks are going by, but no answer. Peggy had begun to forget the whole business, and Maddie put herself to sleep at night making speeches about Wanda, defending her from great crowds of girls who were trying to tease her with, "How many dresses have you got?" Now the days passed and the thing is getting more obsolete from their mind. So Peggy probably had forgotten all these, but Maddie still remembered all this, and she used to make her speech mentally. Before she used to go to bed, she used to actually prepare the speech that what she should have done when other girls used to tease Wanda. And before Wanda could press her lips together in a tight line, the way she did before answering, Maddie would cry out, "Stop!" Then everybody would feel ashamed the way she used to feel. And actually Maddie was thinking that I should have done this. I have not done this, but I should have done this. When other girls used to tease Wanda by asking how many dresses you have, and Wanda actually she could remember that how Wanda would do by pressing his lips, pressing her lips, and how Wanda would do what was Wanda's expression before she would give the answer to the others, and beforehand Medi should say stop, okay, as if mentally Medi actually used to think that she should have actually told stop to others, and when he would tell, or if she had told stop to others, then other people would be, or other girls would be ashamed of it, and they would disperse. Okay, Medi used to think that what she should have done when other girls used to tease Wanda. Understood so far what I am telling? Do you have any queries? If you have, then you can write down in the chat option. I feel you have understood. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Now, it was Christmas time and there was snow on the ground. It's Christmas time, means that 25th December, and in the winter time, so snow was there on the ground. The ground was covered with snow. Christmas bells and a small tree decorated the classroom. So they decorated in the classroom with the Christmas tree and a small tree. On the last day of school before the holidays, the teacher showed the class a letter she had received that morning. So this is interesting. On the last day that they had, on the last day of the school before the holidays, you know, when you are having that holiday, when you used to have the holiday before puja vacation or before summer vacation, we had few activities in the school, isn't it? You all remember all these. I feel you people also missing these, because ahead of these, you know, puja vacation is coming. So if we had the normal school, then it would be a great puja vacation, isn't it? That you would, there would be activities before the day when the puja holidays would start. But I feel you people are sitting around there in your house, and you are also thinking you are missing a lot. We are also missing you in the school, but still what we can do, nothing at our hand. So actually when I am teaching these, we can remember, isn't it? I feel that when you can also remember, isn't it? You can also remember that what is going on there, that what would be that picture when it was the normal, if we had the normal school, because puja vacation is coming in few days, whatever. So actually on that day before the holidays starts, the class teacher, she told that she received a letter, and she wanted to read it before the class. You remember Wanda Petronsky, the gifted little artist who won the drawing contest? Well, she has written me, and I am glad to know where she lives, because now I can send her medal. Now the class teacher told the class that you remember Wanda Petronsky, the gifted artist, the great artist, the genius who actually won the medal, and she had written a letter to their class teacher. Okay, and class teacher, I feel Miss Mason was a class teacher, if I am not wrong. Yes, Miss Mason was the class teacher. So she had written this letter to Miss Mason, and Miss Mason told the class that she has written me, means Wanda Petronsky had written a letter to Miss Mason, and Miss Mason was happy, because from this letter Miss Mason now could know that where Wanda Petronsky at present living. So that Miss Mason told to the class that now she could send the medal to Wanda Petronsky, because she had won the first prize. I want to read the letter to you, and Miss Mason told the class that she wanted to read the letter. The class sat up with a sudden interest and listened intently. Intently means with giving lots of attention. Intently means deeply giving all attention. There was as if there was pin drop silence, you know. Dear Miss Mason, now Wanda Petronsky is writing this letter after long days he had left the school. How are you and room 13? Now this is very nostalgic for all the other students, especially for Peggy and Medi, isn't it? That Wanda Petronsky is writing this letter for them. She had written this letter to their class teacher Miss Mason, and probably all the students become very nostalgic. They all are thinking about Wanda Petronsky. Wanda Petronsky is writing, how are you and room 13? From the very first line, she had asked for the room 13, because from this line we can understand that how did he miss room 13. Please tell the girls they can keep those 100 dresses, because in my new house I have 100 new ones all lined up in my closet. She has written to this class that please tell the other girls, please tell my friends, they can take this picture of 100 dresses, because another I have having another set of 100 dresses all lined up in my closet, as she used to tell when she was teased, when she was answered that how many dresses you had, then she used to answer that I am having 100 dresses all lined up in my closet. In the same way that Wanda Petronsky had written that written means she had requested her class teacher that he could tell my friends, to my classmates, they could take the 100 dresses with them, because I had having another 100 dresses with me all lined up in my closet. I would like that girl Peggy to have the drawing of the green dress with the red trimming, and her friend Medi to have the blue one. And she mentioned these two names particularly. She had written that I like Peggy should take the painting of that dress, of the green dress with red trimming. Remember that when Peggy had actually once Petronsky told about this type of dress, and Peggy told that if you wear this dress then you will be looking like a Christmas tree, and that is why Wanda had mentioned it, that Peggy should take this dress, and her friend Medi to have blue one, and Medi also talked about Wanda Petronsky about a blue dress, and that is why Wanda Petronsky had mentioned these two names individually. For Christmas I miss that school, and my new teacher does not equalize with you. Means does not equalize with you means yes, for Christmas I miss you ma'am, I miss you because my new teacher is not equal to you, means still I like you the most in comparison with my new teacher. It might be because she had gone there for few months and she had spent long days in that school, so she might not have that acquaintance with the new teacher and the new surroundings of the school. That is why Wanda Petronsky is telling that my new teacher does not equalize you. Merry Christmas to you and everybody. Yours truly, Wanda Petronsky, and she wished Christmas to all. So see how gentle the girl was. She had been taught, she had been insulted, she had been bullied by all these girls. How many times she was asked that how many dresses you have, how many times she had been insulted, but still she had written a letter with so with showing so much courtesy, that with so we as if she is having really a noble heart, and she told that she wished all Christmas, she wished happy Christmas to all of them, those students, especially Peggy and Medi, those two girls who actually insulted her. So from this we can understand that Wanda Petronsky is really, she is having a really golden heart. On the way home from school, Medi and Peggy held their drawings very carefully. So as Wanda Petronsky had mentioned these two names, had specified that Peggy should take that blue dress with red trimmings, green dress with red trimmings, and Medi should take blue dress. Now in your MCQ this might be important, that what do you think in the specification, that what Wanda Petronsky has written in a letter, that which dress should Peggy carry with her, or which dress should Medi carry with her. The answer should be that for Maggie, for Peggy it was the green dress with red trimming, and for Medi it was the blue dress. So as Wanda had told, so both of them were taking this dress to their house after the school got over, and now the holidays have started for Christmas, and they were going home, and they were carefully carrying these paintings with them. All the houses had wreaths and holly in the windows. These are wreaths and hollies, these are the different things with which the houses were decorated for this Christmas. Outside the grocery store, hundreds of Christmas trees were stocked, and in the window, candy, peppermint sticks, and cornucopias of shiny, transparent paper were strung. This cornucopias means decorative contents, and usually full of flowers and fruit. So these are the description that how the houses of the surroundings were decorated because of that Christmas, okay, for the celebration of Christmas. The air smelled like Christmas, and lights shining everywhere reflected different colors of the snow, as if everybody could smell that Christmas is coming, as if it happened for us also. When that great Durga Puja is coming, that as if we can feel that we can feel that the air is something like this, as if we can feel that the Puja vacation is coming near, or even before the Eid, we can also feel that Eid, the greatest festival for the Muslim people, is coming for ahead. We can feel the sense that something is going to happen, very encourageous, very enjoyable. So it was something like this, that they could feel, the people could feel that Christmas is coming, and Christmas being the greatest festival for the Christians, so they couldn't feel this. Boy, said Peggy, this shows she really likes us. It shows she got our letter, and this is her way of saying that everything is all right, and that's that. Now Peggy told Maggie. Peggy used to call Maggie as being boy, okay, though she was a girl, but boy. This shows she really likes us. So Peggy was telling that yes, it is true that she did not answer us directly, but the way she had written the letter, it tells that she likes us, and she, as if she had forgave us, and as if everything is all right. Okay, Peggy, as if Peggy was searching for this Minton consolation. I hope so, said Mary sadly. Mary was still sad. She was thinking about the past days, that how they used to torture, Wanda Petrovsky and all this. So she remained sad still, and she told, I hope so. She felt sad because she knew she would never see the little tight-lipped Polish girl again, and couldn't ever really make things right between them. Why Mary was sad? Because yes, that she was regretting what she had done to Wanda Petrovsky, and she was thinking that probably in my whole life I may not be able to meet with that girl, with that Polish girl. Here I would never see the little tight-lipped Polish girl. Tight-lipped means when she was asked that how many dresses you have, then before giving the answer, Wanda used to tighten her lips. So Mary was thinking that with the tight-lipped girl, she may not meet in his life, and she could not really make things right in between them. She went home and she pinned her drawing over to a torn place in the pink flowered wallpaper in the bedroom. So Mary went there. Mary was conditioned economically; they were also not very strong. So wallpaper was there in their wall. So she had pinned that picture that she had taken from school, as Wanda Petrovsky had mentioned in the letter that Mary should take that blue color dress. So she had taken that blue color dress and she had pinned it into that wall. The shabby room came alive from the brilliance of the colors, and the room was shabby. Shabby means not bright, gloomy. The room was not so well furnished. It's not actually, the room represents the economical status of meddling of Mary. We know that Mary was also not good, economically was not so strong. So whenever she pinned that dress into that room, as if the room came alive with the bright color, with the brilliant color of the dress. Mary sat down on her bed and looked at the drawing, and sitting on the bed she was looking at the drawing, as if she was thinking about what had happened so far, how they had teased Wanda Petrovsky, what had happened, where she had left, she had drawn all these. Every time she used to answer that she had 100 dresses in her closet. All this she was thinking. She had stood by and said nothing, but Wanda had been nice to her anyway. She had stood by and said nothing means that Wanda Petrovsky had not told anything. No, here she had stood by and said nothing. Actually, she was sitting. Mary was sitting, and then She stood, and she had been thinking about that. Wanda Petroski had been very nice to her anyway. That she had teased Wanda. She had also asked how many dresses you have, how many shoes, how many pair of shoes shoes you have. But still, Wanda had been very nice to her as well. So I feel you have understood. Today up to this, I feel it's time up. So time up to, the class was scheduled to up to 2:25. So you are having next class from 2:30. So in our next class, definitely we will complete this and we will go to the next chapter. So thank you very much for attending my class, and I hope that next week again we will meet in my next class.